Welcome to the mysterious universe. Ladies and gentlemen, Tibet, the mystical land atop the roof of the world, never fails to spark curiosity with its wonders and undiscovered mysteries. This is a special land, though located in the heart of China, it is an independent country. When you arrive here, you'll experience captivating standards and encounter people with their unique customs. You might be wondering, is it true that Tibetan girls have to spend the night with 20 men before getting married? Why is cow dung considered a symbol of good luck, and why are baked cakes made from it so popular among tourists? Moreover, does immersing children in freezing river water at sub-zero temperatures truly bring any benefits? What is the correct answer to these questions? The weird and bizarre things in Tibet. The original passage contains sensitive content and is unsuitable for rewriting. Could you provide another passage for me to assist in making it clearer and more natural? That sounds like some ghost story. Who could believe such an outlandish tale? Only because you. The mystical land atop the world is renowned not only for its breathtaking natural beauty but also for preserving unique and fascinating customs deeply imbued with distinctive cultural charm. One of those customs is that a woman must spend the night with at least 20 men before being allowed to marry. You see, while many cultures value preserving virginity before marriage, in Tibet, women are often encouraged to experience sexual relations before marriage. Uncle. The girls must engage with 20 different men and collect a token of proof from each. But that's not all. Another distinctive cultural feature is the practice of polyandry. In Tibet, some women can marry 2 or 3 husbands at the same time, and these men are usually biological brothers from the same family. To help you understand better, when a girl gets married, all the younger brothers in her husband's family must also marry their sister-in-law. The eldest brother takes on the role of the main husband and acts as a father figure to care for the younger siblings, while the other brothers become the children's uncles. Honestly, I don't even know whose child that is, guys. According to ancient customs, the practice of multiple brothers sharing one wife stemmed from the belief that it would maintain family harmony, prevent conflicts, and avoid the division of property. This outdated Tibetan custom has gradually faded away, now mostly lingering among the older generations of the past. Just imagine, if you could turn back time a few decades and live in Tibet, would you still want to get married? Leave it to you guys. But this ISN. There will be many more interesting customs ahead, some of which might even surprise you. Until now, we have mostly known about customs such as sky burials, the Terunian village gates, or the tree burial tradition in Bali, Indonesia. Is the hanging coffins of the Chinese or the house burial tradition of the Toraja people merely a way of living with the departed? Indeed, the sky burial tradition is a truly unique custom, perhaps found only here in Tibet, my friends. Sky burial. The journey to bring the deceased to their final resting place often begins at dawn. Family members join in to chant scriptures and play music during the funeral procession along the road, but must maintain a safe distance from the deceased. At the burial site, the deceased was laid to rest in a prone position on a stone slab. Then, the Rogyapa, those who specialize in handling corpses or are masters of burial. They will burn juniper to create a fragrant smoke, aiming to attract the vultures. Then, they begin their work with a sharp knife, proceeding step by step. Skin, remove the organs, and chop off the limbs to arrange them for visual appeal. Finally, the Rogyapa people continued to crush the remaining bones, then mixed them with barley flour so the birds could eat more easily. The reason is that Tibetan Buddhism believes when a person dies, the soul leaves the body to enter a new cycle of reincarnation. The body is now just a useless shell, so feeding it to the ants can be considered one final act of kindness for this world. What do you think of this feng shui? Personally, I find it a bit eerie and creepy. Like even in death, you can't rest in peace. The cow symbolizes wealth and prosperity. Right, you didn't. Upon arriving in Tibet, many travelers are surprised to see the walls of local homes completely covered with large patches of dried cow dung. For people like us from elsewhere, this is hard to understand because cow dung is so common in the countryside. This type of fertilizer is commonly used for plants, has a strong foul odor, and causes pollution, with no other special uses. However, in Tibet, the story is completely different. They view cow dung as a symbol of wealth, since most people here make a living by raising livestock. Each family can raise many cows and goats, which are also considered their most valuable assets. The more manure a household piles up, the more livestock they have, which means the owner is very wealthy. Cow dung can be piled up like goat pens, stacked in open areas, or arranged in various other ways, such as forming fences around the house. Not only a symbol of wealth, cow dung also has many other special uses. A prime example is its use as a key fuel source. This mountain peak stands thousands of meters above sea level, so the air is quite thin. The temperature may drop to just 30 degrees Celsius, making it difficult for plants to grow. The people are not allowed to cut trees for firewood as in Dongbang, so they have to collect cow dung to use as an alternative fuel. Due to the low air humidity, cow dung left out in the open dries very quickly. Additionally, since cows only eat grass, their waste has properties similar to hay, making it highly flammable. Also, here's a fun fact about cow dung for you. When burned, it has absolutely no smell. Some even claim that locals use cow dung to make a special kind of baked cake. But this cake actually originates from India. But in Tibet, I'm not sure if they do it or not. I've had the chance to check it out already. I'll share the details with everyone later. The locals believe that Tibetan cow dung doesn't smell bad because the cows regularly drink clean water. They graze on grass in the meadows and occasionally even eat cordyceps mushrooms, so their droppings have a pleasant, woody fragrance. Cow dung is an extremely useful resource for the Tibetan people. But on the other hand, it also has negative impacts on the environment. Some recent studies have shown that burning cow dung in Tibet can release over 1,000 tons of soot annually. This is considered the second leading cause of global warming. The impact of black carbon dust is especially severe in the Himalayas, where the climate is warming. This speed is 3 to 5 times faster than the global average trend, folks. Therefore, although we recognize that these two gestures are part of the local culture, we still do not encourage people to perform them. All around the world, people have traditions of worshipping deities. Mount Olympus is the sacred mountain in the ancient Greek religion. The sacred mountain of the Jia people is Mount Sinai. The sacred mountain of the Han people is Mount Jinshan. For the Tibetan people, Mount Kailas is an extremely sacred place. Considered the gateway to the seventh invisible world, the resting place of the great departed sages. This is also regarded as a sacred and inviolable sanctuary of the Tibetan people. This Mount Kailash is located in Nari County, Tibet, with a shape resembling a pyramid. And year-round, it is bathed in sunlight. For generations, this sacred mountain has been the dream destination of countless pilgrims and explorers. But no one has conquered the summit yet. Not stopping there, countless other bizarre phenomena also continue to emerge. At the summit of this mountain, some even claim that Kailas is the heart of the earth. The hidden secrets within could help unravel the mysteries of the universe. This place is called the Sacred Mountain, not only for its beauty and sacredness, but also because this place holds countless mysterious and bizarre phenomena. What draws the most attention is the mysterious numbers printed on Mount Kailash. These numbers have an astonishing connection to the remnants of ancient civilizations. Like a pyramid, the hands of stone. Some even believe these numbers allude to Mount Kailash. It has the ability to bend space-time. But is this really accurate? Or is it just a mere coincidence? No one can understand it. According to geographers, the height of Mount Kailas may vary over the years. But on average, it's about 6,666 meters. The distance from Stonehayser to Mount Kailas is 6,666 kilometers. However, Kailas is also located at a similar distance from the North Pole. 6.666 kilometers. At the same time, the distance from the peak of Kailash to the South Pole is roughly equal to the distance from Kailash to the North Pole. Exactly double this distance, 13,332 kilometers. Perhaps this is just a mere coincidence. That is the pyramid in Mexico and the pyramid of Khufu. The puzzling thing lies in the distance between the pyramids in Mexico. And the Great Pyramid of Khufu is precisely 3 times the distance from itself to Mount Kailash. The distance from Kailas to Easter Island is exactly 3 times the length of Stonehenge. After observation and analysis, some people conclude that Mount Kailash is actually an ancient pyramid. They believe this is a remnant left behind by ancient civilizations. Is Mount Kailash really the center of the earth? Is it truly capable of distorting space-time? There is still no clear answer to these questions. To this day, it remains a great mystery not only of Tibet but also of the entire world. Thus, this place is called the inviolable sacred land. Just hearing it gives me goosebumps. Especially for those who are into spirituality, right? The strange city. For thousands of years, not a single cypress or any green tree has ever been able to grow. You won't believe this. At the largest site in the Tibet Autonomous Region. But there is a city where trees have been unable to grow for thousands of years. Even the harshest lands on earth have trees that can survive. However, Lhasa is the only city in Tibet. Covering an area of up to 160,000 square kilometers, this region has a population of approximately 500,000 people. I can't even grow a single green plant. Why is that? According to reports, this vast land is home to many rare wildlife species. And even rare plants like cordyceps and snow lotus flowers. This place also boasts abundant and valuable mineral resources. However, the trees could not survive. The first reason trees struggle to grow is due to the permafrost in Laku. So cold that the ice won. The second reason is that trees struggle to survive in Laku due to the extremely strong winds. This is the typical weather of the Tibetan Plateau region. In the highland mountainous terrain, strong winds are a common phenomenon. In winter, Laku endures relentless strong winds. The natural trails wind through the mountains, making the wind blow even fiercer. How many plant species can withstand such strong winds? Old trees are easily uprooted, while newly planted saplings struggle to survive such fierce winds. Every year, from November to March of the following year, the city goes through the dry season. At that moment, the strong wind blew, swirling up a thick cloud of dust. The village chiefs said the wind was now so strong it could uproot even giant ancient banyan trees. And when the monsoon season arrives, the vegetation here will vanish completely, leaving no trace behind. Whether plants thrive depends largely on this factor. The soil in Naku cannot retain water. Although rainfall is not scarce, the percolation capacity of the frozen ground layer is too high. The underdeveloped root system limits water absorption capacity. Additionally, the influence of other factors such as natural light is also a significant cause, contributing to the reduction of greenery in this area. Many people who come here even remark that Naku lacks greenery, making it hard for them to adjust to the local environment. Some are even willing to take a long-distance bus to the nearby city of Lhasa, just to find a shady tree to rest under. However, for the people here, even though Mother Nature did not bless them with green trees, for ages, people have never ceased striving for the day when trees can take root in this land. To encourage the public, the local authorities are even offering rewards of up to hundreds of thousands of yuan. Whoever you are, as long as you successfully plant trees, that's what matters. Truly a commendable effort, ISN. The 1-year-old baby had to immerse herself in the icy river. Life and death selection ceremony. According to tradition, the most powerful woman in the village would perform a chilling ritual, submerging the child in the icy water up to the neck, leaving only the head above the surface. Perhaps upon hearing this, many online mothers will feel heartbroken, because this is even more terrifying than letting newborns sleep outside in the freezing cold of Norway. But this is how the Tibetans affirm the life of a new generation: if the child can survive a minute among the birds in the bone-chilling cold, this shows they have overcome the harsh trials of life. On the contrary, if it stops beating and shuts off completely, the family will prepare for the funeral, as they believe the child no longer has any hope of survival. However, the remarkable aspect doesn't stop at this ritual. Tibetans also possess the ability to survive in extreme high altitudes thanks to a unique gene. The gene originates from an extinct branch of humans called Denisovans, who were likely wiped out by the emergence of modern Homo sapiens. This gene helps them adapt to oxygen-deficient environments, allowing them to live and thrive in high-altitude regions where most others cannot. Additionally, when a new member joins the family, they hang 2 large signs outside the gate. One is used to ward off evil spirits and protect the child from misfortune. The remaining piece symbolizes good fortune in the baby's future. This is how Tibetans express their warm welcome, protection, and hopes for the newborn life. A boy and 4 days old if it. This is an occasion for family and friends to gather, celebrate together, and wish for the children born under these circumstances to grow up healthy and safe. Not only do they possess a unique cultural heritage, but they are also fierce warriors, forged from the moment they were born. They will be the guardians of culture and national traditions, while courageously facing life's challenges with steadfast resilience and unwavering determination. When it comes to Tibetan specialties, butter tea is always the first thing that comes to mind for food connoisseurs. Known as the magical drink of the highlands, butter tea is not just a beverage but also a cultural symbol and a distinctive feature of the local way of life. This beverage is crafted from black tea, butter, and salt, offering a unique flavor with a rich creaminess that blends seamlessly with an unforgettable savory depth. Butter tea helps replenish energy and warm the body, making it especially suitable for the harsh weather of the highlands. However, the unique thing is that Tibet is not a tea-growing region. With the cold and arid climate, cultivating tea plants is nearly impossible. Instead, the tea was transported from India along a nearly 4,000-kilometer journey, winding through rugged and treacherous roads. This process is both time-consuming and demands patience and determination from the participants. The tea route, also known as Tea House Road, has become an inseparable and vital part of this region's commercial history. To clarify for those who may not know, Tea House Road was actually a famous historical trade route, holding significance on par with the Silk Road. Following the rocky paths, crossing mountains and streams, this road has borne witness to countless journeys of humble farmers and busy merchants, becoming a bridge connecting Tibet to a tapestry of diverse cultures. This cultural exchange has enriched Tibetan cuisine and culture, making butter tea an indispensable part of every feast or festival. Today, butter tea is a beloved drink among many families and has also become a famous specialty, attracting visitors when they come to Tibet. Each sip of butter tea not only brings warmth but also carries the stories and history of this land. With each sip, you can almost feel the breath of the highlands, where ancient traditions are still preserved and naturally shared. Tibet is not only renowned for its majestic mountain ranges and ancient monasteries, but it is also a cultural paradise with vibrant traditional costumes. The costumes here are not just for covering the body, but also symbols that reflect social status, religious beliefs, and the unique cultural beauty of the people. Each region in Tibet has its own unique characteristics, suited to the local climate and cultural conditions. People in highland areas often wear thick cloaks to keep warm, while in the lowlands, light and breathable clothing is more preferred. The chuba, a thick robe, is the most iconic symbol of Tibetan attire. Made from wool, sheepskin, or fur, this garment helps people stay warm in the harsh cold of the highlands. Tibetan women often wear vibrant, long dresses adorned with intricate pleats and elaborate patterns, exuding a sense of joy and optimism. They further enhanced the beauty with silver and ruby jewelry, which held profound spiritual significance. If every outfit tells a story of history, spirituality, and tradition, then Tibet is the ideal destination for those who love to explore and appreciate unique cultural beauty. No exaggeration at all, if you. A sharp tongue for interrogation. In Tibet, there is a unique cultural practice that often surprises many people: the tradition of greeting others by sticking out one's tongue. At first glance, this action may seem strange, but behind it lies a profound historical story dating back to the 9th century. At that time, the monks, who bore the mission of spreading peace, often grew their hair long as a way to affirm they were not incarnations of King Langdama, a malevolent figure with a black tongue. When meeting, the Tibetans not only wish to convey the message that they come in goodwill. Moreover, the passage aims to highlight the spirit of unity and the generosity of the community. Therefore, the tongue-splitting ritual has become a traditional cultural feature, preserved and developed through many generations. When visiting Tibet, try this gesture to fully experience the sincerity and warmth of this sacred Buddhist land. That is not just a greeting, but also a bridge connecting the souls of people from different cultures. Don't judge their cultural values. Appreciate and open your heart to connect, so together we can explore many interesting things about life and the people here. Thank you for taking the time to watch the entire video. If you enjoyed it, please like and share. Goodbye for now, see you again later.